want you to have the best experience possible for Mobile Legends action. Nevertheless, Nomad, it's the funnel onto OP's Harith for sure, going for the orange buff first. The other end, it's gonna be the carry as the funnel receiver with the Siding Esmeralda and Skylar. He wasn't that effective in the previous game. Hopefully this time it's totally different for RRQ.
Yeah, RRQ. Well, Skylar should have the early advantage in terms of the sub-level 4 type of gameplay against the Boom on this Terizla, as long as no ganks happen. But looking as is Impunity, looking in for a big clash here. A flicker just got suspended by Maru there, but over there, bouncing ball to stop any pushes from coming in. But the Zama Force is not going to be enough as Skylar secures the first kill onto OP. 7 is going to be up next by the hands of XOXO.
Niker.
And that's going to be a good ejection onto Bliss and to Albert, but not a lot of damage. Niker is going to be paying the price for that, but Boom is going to be rejoining with that penalty zone. It is a 1-for-4 trade. Impunity KH does not want this, and this might just be an unofficial wipeout onto Boom, but Boom manages to survive there. Really tanky, but he's going to get taken out eventually by XOXO.
Oh my, 3 kills for this Yuzhong. And we were talking about how important this is in the draft. And it's proving to be very vital to the victory. I mean, so XOXO didn't even have the ultimate back then, and they still won the fight. OP, when he dashed in with the Chrono Dash, he was greeted by Kufra's Tyrant's Revenge. And that alone stopped the Zaman Force from being that effective. You know that OP might have a bit of more than he could chew. Nevertheless, it's a big victory. 5 kills in total for RRQ. And it's just the beginning. They're getting the farms onto the bottom. They want to go for Boom.
Oh, nice revenge.
But a very nice ultimate. Penalty zone. He gets the kill onto the Kufra. The mega kill onto Yuzhong, however. But that's already good. Nikers finds XOXO. Cannot complete the Black Dragon form. And as a result, he goes down.
I mean, Boom thrives on team fights because he could last long, but XOXO lasts even more so because of his passive, wherein if he just catches 5 people in a big team fight, he'll have more stacks to his name.
Yep.
And that's where everything's gonna start turning around. He's gonna regenerate HP to an insane instead of team fights, go for pick-off so that they can have advantages in the team fights.
Now, Nomad, it's looking really promising for Impunity for RRQ with a little bit of gold now, but 7 on this Basha, not as farmed as the previous game, not as comfortable because he's a little bit stopped. He has got 1 death now, and the fact that the supports of RRQ are getting the farm, getting the gold that they needed. It just translates to this Basha having a bad time. I mean, a worse time compared to the previous game. It's not necessarily like the end of the world already for 7, but I guess that he won't be as comfortable as the previous game, to say the least.
Yeah, they're gonna have to rely heavily on OP to go online here because he is the constant source of damage on the side of Impunity. RRQ is going to be able to secure this turtle without a doubt. Attempt of a steal there from Maru, but it's not going to be converting into any steals whatsoever. As RRQ, they're playing it smart. They're playing it better than how they played during game number 1. They're controlling the tempo.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Skylar for a little bit of face check now, but onto the bottom, you see Albert as well as XOXO get the kill. Niker just really pokes in there. You want to go for this. Joyd uses the flicker, gets away into safety. Top lane. There's 7 as well as Boom just zoning out the Esmeralda for OP to be able to take the turret uncontested. They found Bless though, and look at how much damage OP deals. Nevertheless, Albert and the gang is able to take a turret. On bottom lane, Niker jumps with the unstoppable force. He stops the dragon form, and now Niker, he is in trouble because of that.
Yeah, it's a trade for Niker, and I don't feel like that's the better trade that they can come out with. they just equalized the map and they lost a member. If anything, Impunity PH needs to step up the map control game here just to get that sense of security as Skylar chips down the HP of this top lane turret, and Boom is just gonna try to play it safe here.
Yeah. Well, in they go. Go for Boom. In the middle, we are seeing a little bit of a push now. The carry deals a lot of damage. XOXO activates the ultimate. Nike on the back. Like, he gets the Zaman Force. They want to team fight this. They're winning it. Yuzhong is going to go down as well as the carry. The AoE damage coming out from Impunity KH. They're good. They have taken out one though. Lost one. Their penalty zone onto nothing. But, yeah. That was the anticlimactic ending. Nevertheless, that was a good clash from Impunity KH.
Very good clash. The Falling Star Moon, though, by Skylar will not want to overcommit there as the Sound Force is ready and it has been applied. The Synchro Vision is more than enough to dish out a lot of damage onto Skylar. And this is where RRQ slowly starting to lose their lead. They're giving kills to OP and to Boom and to Naker as well, which should not be happening. And they also converted that into a turtle. Calamity Reaper on that Harith immediately going to be a problem.
Yeah, we can see that in action. How much damage it can deal in such a small time. When the Chrono Dash is on point, he knows that when the Kufra is no longer a threat, he can really pop that Zaman Force so confidently. Bottom lane, they want to go for a push or maybe a kill or maybe both. To the bottom on the side. So boom! What a very nice ultimate with a penalty zone. It trickles down to Yuzhong even in the Dragonoid form. They aren't able to get the push, but they'll get the kill nonetheless. However, Albert as well as A24, the carrying the Kufra, gets on a different objective on top lane.
A very different objective there, and it's going to be Niker is going to be able to catch the minion wave. But what's important here is the next 60 seconds, as the turtle is going to be important to secure the mid lane because that is where the next objective is for both of these teams. It's there's a huge chance that OP might be able to secure this, but Impunity is actually going to be able to secure this without any problems because they have priority over the turtle area. Esmeralda is going to be lurking over in the back lines, and I don't think any steal opportunities might occur because XOXO is going to be quite busy over the top lane as Niker is just waiting in that brush, waiting for an opportunity to catch him off guard.
I'm going to catch the Yuzhong. And does have enough damage, and if you combo it properly, you'll get so much of a pick of potential. Skylar is the most farmed hero, was the most farmed hero. Albert taking over. No P. Oh, they want to go for Skylar this time. Stealing of the Cyclone Eye, and even probably this orange buff. It's not likely that RRQ can defend this. And the exchange, however, is that they want to go for the top lane push.
Yeah, but this means that priority is all over for Impunity, but they're going to be looking for a big team fight here in the mid lane to try to get more control over that turtle area. OP is going to be able to secure that. Skylar, though, will not be committing any more aggression there as he was greeted by 3 other members. Top lane, Boom, trying to defend this out. Penalty zone connects, but he's not going to be able to defend this turret. Rotation from Maru. Ooh. Over in the top lane, bottom lane, Skylar is going to be pushing out, and they think he is going to be the next primary target there. Man, smart call to disengage.
Very smart call to disengage. But I think that both teams have their own, I'd say this, priorities. It seems like turrets for RRQ, turtle for Impunity KH is what they're getting. Big lash in the middle as the Feather Durslike is going to be used. It's not as big as I thought it was, but Skylar actually oversteps this. Into the Zaman Force, 7kh with the ultimate. Also the front lines, but will be taken up by the carry. Niker wants to go for the back lines, but he's going to be greeted by the Dragon, and a double kill for the carry. Onto the back lines, though, with 3 members remaining. Look at the from the Cobra and the knock-up to follow it up. Now, they're going to be wiped. Boom, the last one remaining. The Turista so tanky, but will be taken out by the carry nonetheless. A complete team wipe into probably 2 turrets, and RRQ might have just taken a hold of this game.
The problem that happened there was that somebody was over-chasing Albert, which should not be the case. He was already way behind the enemy lines, that the rest of his team could not support him at all, and it just gave away a free kill. Didn't even chip down the HP of Albert to at least 10%.
Oh,
That's very frustrating there on the side if you're Impunity.
and this is the problem. Before you have your Harith with a very good early game and he's able to just snowball out of control. Now OP is kind of trailing behind. He's just at 6k when Albert's already at 8.4k, which means that's more than a 2,000 gold difference. And you know what? You can get out of 2,000 gold a complete level 3 item. And that is Albert having more resources compared to this Harith. Even XO as the Yuzhong really is a problem now for OP, and it's not gonna be enough for just the Harith to take down and carry this game. They'll need more, and Impunity KH are slowly losing grip of this game.
They're losing grip, but they're still completely in the game, so to speak. They just need to add a little bit more powder on their fingertips so that they can get better grip. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Grip, or is it like for a different thing? I haven't tried powder on. It's a revelation.
Yeah, you only put powder on your fingertips if you have sweaty palms.
Okay, all right.
So that you can have better grip.
Yeah. Okay. That's one thing, but I haven't tried it nevertheless. Want to go for the Zaman Force. Way too early. Knockabout to 2. Where's the ultimate?
Oh.
Only just one, but it's enough. That's the ultimate tank taken out. Mega kill now for Albert. Onto the back lanes is Yuzhong as well as the Esmeralda. A Dragon and a Gypsy just zoning out members of Impunity KH while carrying, as well as 824 working on the Lord. And this is just the idea now for RRQ is just to zone out and divert the attention away from that Lord take. Maybe Skylar will pay for his dive at a very nice victor, but the mission has been accomplished. The jump, they catch 2 even with the Zaman Force there being taken out. Boom! Cannot even catch to cast the ultimate. It's the bouncing ball on top of him. He's gonna be taken out. Niker wants to go for a Hail Mary play now, but he's gonna be bursted down. No chance at all for this Jawhead to do anything for his team as 3 members go down in exchange for an Esmeralda with the Lord on top.
Now, Impunity KH have lost their grip in this game completely. This is we're now reaching to that point where RRQ. We're now at that point where RRQ is no longer controllable here. The only miracle play here is if they can pick off Albert. But the thing here is that Albert is properly defended by the rest of his team. That even if somebody decides to go into the back lines, Esmeralda can just revert back, going into the back lines and just finish out whoever, whether it be OP or Maru, it doesn't matter. But they need to take out Carry and not give away any easy kills as Impunity tries to mount out the defense here. Feathered Airstrike just to zone out Maru there from even coming in with the Searing Torrents. Gets a knock-up onto 7KH. Chrono Fish and then the Zaman Force is going to be committed. Chrono Dash just left and right. Not a lot of damage here, but they managed to take down 824. Going in for the offensive. The Immortality is going to get popped by 7. Naker is going to force back up, but the Feathered Airstrike is just going to be enough to deter them from pushing any more forward. But this is 2 additional inhibitor turrets down on the side of Impunity.
You can see that there was a promising clash coming up from Impunity KH, but they still lost it. This is the problem when you are under-farmed. Even with the best conditions for you when taking the team fights, you still will not get any bonus kills. Imagine if Harith had an extra item, definitely that Yuzhong versus Farsa will go down. Now the ultimate Dragon Form gonna be used. Where's the target? Rukimaru just pokes with this Valir. The Farsa counter pokes. And the rest of Impunity KH will just have to back down. Unfortunately, I mean, they weren't able to secure that purple buff that they badly needed for OP.
And OP, yeah, he gets the orange. But he needs all the buffs that he can get. He needs both buffs to have an impact in this fight. And it's not looking good. Oh, look at the damage by that single Feathered Airstrike. Already a quarter HP being dished out.
Even just the Farsa is so farmed now. Farsa is 2-0 and 13 with Lightning Truncheon, Durance, as well as a Holy Crystal. That's how farmed this guy is. In fact, Bless on the Farsa is just a little bit of gold behind the Harith. That's really scary.
That's a little bit.
Jawhead, look at the Farsa. Nice jump, catching onto one. but that's a very valid target as the Winter Trajan has been forced on the Valir. In comes the Zaman Force, not that effective. Skylar onto the backlines, and the Esmeralda pushed back by the Searing Torrent. Well, that might be it for this specific clash. Onto the other side, though, Niker has plans of his own going against XOXO, but XOXO is so farmed now, and in comes the reinforcements. In comes the cavalry. Niker gonna be punished. Even with the unstoppable force, he can be stopped, and in fact, he will be taken out by the side of RRQ.
And Maru's going to be the next one in target here as A204 connects with the Revenge and the bouncing ball to prevent any flickers from coming out. And he manages to flicker just in time, but Skylar is too aggressive here. Meanwhile, Albert secures the kill, finally secures a Demon Hunter Sword for himself, and that's going to be a lot more damage. OP's going to be melting down, and I feel like this is going to be the game. RRQ is going to be forcing out a game number 3 as the Impunity roster is just trying to prolong the inevitable. That's GG. Game number 3 is going to be coming up.
Going to game number 3. That's such a good recovery this time. We're talking about and asking whether or not this draft is this draft will have a different result. I mean, compared to the previous one, and you can see the results now with the better grasp of the early game, better recovery coming out.